Man, what are you looking at? Hold on, I'm gonna kill him. This is the start of my new free-to-play Ironman series. I've never done Ironman before, and I'm also relatively new to Old School Runescape as a whole. I think my main only has like, I don't want to check. I'll put the official thing up, but it's under 4 days of official playtime. I'm going to go ahead and start farming these goblins while I get started talking about what made me want to start this series and what my goals are for it. So, on my main, I just recently got started playing on it, and I started as a member. When I made the account, I just went ahead and bought a membership. So I wanted to experience the free-to-play game because I had never done it before. I just skipped right over it. And while I started my main, I realized that I was missing out on, making videos, because I do really enjoy making videos, and I found myself really enjoying Old School RuneScape. So this will just be a side project for me to play, have something to, work on the side, or just make videos on whenever I want to, because I don't always have the creative itch to make YouTube videos. But I think it should be fun, and it's not like it's requiring a membership, so this should be pretty easy to leave on the back burner if I really want to. This series should also help me get more used to speaking in videos, because I hardly ever did that. I used to stream, but I don't do that anymore, so I'm really out of practice for it. It's also going to be an avenue for me to practice my editing, though I don't want to make it super highly edited. Defense level 2. I forgot I had it set to defense. Alright, let's get back on attack. We need the first short-term goal that'll be semi-important. Ooh, body runes. Is going to be getting attack 20. And we want attack 20 so that way we can use mithril weapons. And our first major weapon after maybe an iron or bronze weapon is going to be getting a mithril mace. Because the first overarching goal for this, attack 2. The first overarching goal for this this series is going to be getting a Baronite mace, because I was looking for ways to train prayer easily on my main, and one of the super early game guides says to go to the Baronite area, the area under the ice mountain, and I saw that you can get a weapon there, and I was thinking, man, it's a real shame that this is such a cool weapon that you have to go through all this work to get, but if you're a member, it doesn't mean anything, because members would just power level attack and then just buy, I think there's, oh man, I'm gonna die. Members would just power level attack and then just get a dragon weapon. I think there's 2 that you don't have to use any, you don't have to do any quests for. So it's just a waste that's how it works. So I don't know. I thought it might be a cool early goal. I hope I can get enough enthusiasm to extend beyond it, but who knows, because I know the grind for the mace is pretty absurd. But yeah, this series should help me get more used to speaking, not stopping every 2 seconds like I am. Hopefully I'm cutting it out. But get more used to speaking, get more used to editing, get more used to doing post commentary, which is pretty hard for me. And then just, give me a creative outlet. I don't want this to be super hyper edited with, swooping camera angles and a custom story like some people do. I just want to play RuneScape and maybe have a decal up on screen or a couple icons or something like that. I will be putting music over it. One thing that I learned when I did a Terraria playthrough a while back was it's not very good to have music playing through the game. It's a whole lot better to edit in the music after the fact, because that way you have full and total control. So it is going to suck playing without music for me, but I'll get used to it. Okay, this Am I not even attacking it? Oh yeah, I forgot I turned off auto retaliate. We could have died. This is a hardcore Ironman. I didn't want to do ultra Ironman because I knew that would have been too much effort and strain my first time around, even for free to play. And so I just wanted to do hardcore Ironman, because why not? Because I know you just get degraded back down to the first step. Man, just kill him. I'm definitely not used to being this low level. I think on my main, I'm up to like 60 attack, which is not absurdly high, but it's high enough that I'm not missing every single attack. And I did very little research before starting this. I think I looked where to get the mace and what the level is for the mace, and I have some very limited notes. This will really just be me experiencing free to play for the first time, and definitely how limited free to play is. I didn't realize that they strip so much away from you. I mean, even fletching, like why is fletching not a free to play skill? That's a little silly. Before we do anything, I think our first order of business is going to be making some money. So let's get started with wood cutting, I guess. We'll head up here to the wood cutting tutor. I should probably head over here and get some runes too. Talk to all the tutors. I'll get the magic tutor runes. I don't have to talk to her, do I? Claim, there we go. That's what it's all about. I do not have some, man, shut up. Oh, they're up there in my bank. Whatever. Let's talk to the woodsman tutor then. Thank you, dweeb. I only care about this now. No, is this one made out of steel or something? What's going on? Thank you. It's a pretty strong tree. Oh, he's selling a bunch of runes. Ah, 1 coin. Man. 0 coins. Oh, what about these? Man, what? Man. What about the other guy? That sucks. Looks like we're gonna go fight chickens. And at least that way we won't die. I mean, it would be kind of a shame if we died to something stupid. That guy's going on a killing spree. Oh, it's a bunch of them. I think they're bots. Yeah, they're definitely bots. Is this guy a bot? Nah. Come here, chickens. Like many other accounts, I think a lot of the time spent is going to be me just grinding stats. So what I'll do is I'll be able to do that, and I have my capture software set up so that I can watch whatever I want and listen to whatever I want, and it won't bleed into the audio. What is this chicken doing? It won't affect the game audio. And I have it set up to where I'll just set it to start replaying. It's called a replay buffer, where I can just hit a hotkey and it'll record the last minute. And I'll just do that every time I level up or if something happens. Like if I get a really cool drop and I'll just like, ooh, level 99 attack or something. And then for the actual, man, what's the word? I really need to get better at this. The actual, like, live commented, ooh, attack 3, ooh, combat 4. The live commentary sections will mostly be for doing quests, unlocking new areas, or I guess if I just ever get the knack for it. And it's going to be weird because I've never made content like this where it's multiple play sessions in one episode. Usually before, if I was playing like Dark Souls or something like that, or even streaming, you know, it's obviously just like I sit down, I play, I finish. Not like this where I could have 2 or 3 play sessions in this one episode and they could be a week apart and it wouldn't matter. And I suppose while we're killing chickens, I'll talk about some other lower goals that I want to do. The Baronite area, it's going to involve a ton of combat. An absolute ton, which is good because I want that to be able to level up our 3 major melee skills. However, I'm going to need a lot of food. So I want to get my cooking up to a point where I'm not burning stuff like chicken or steak or fish. I'll probably do fishing over by the barbarian area. but that's kind of a long walk back to a bank. Maybe I could do shrimps over by the desert town. What's it called? Al-Kharid. But that's only shrimps and anchovies, so I would have to make a lot of runs to go back and get more food every 2 seconds. So I'm really kind of at a loss for what I should do. What would be a good choice for super spammable early game food that's not too bad. What is that noise? Is it the windmill? It's the windmill. Why is it making that noise? If anybody watching this has any tips, if anybody has any tips for early game Ironman or just free to play in general, or like, oh, this weapon spawns for free here or there, that's greatly appreciated, because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I've hardly ever played OSRS. I'm still a noob on my main. I do know of one free iron weapon that I will go and get. There's an iron dagger right there. I wasn't even thinking about that one. I wonder if an iron dagger is better or worse. We'll try it. And on our way up to go get the weapon that I am thinking about, we'll cook this. That way we have food. Hey, don't imps drop something? They might. Oh, see you later. I got into Old School Runescape mainly through watching Settled's Tile Man series, and then I watched Josh Isn't. I watched his Chunk Yanil. And one of the main things that I realized as soon as I started getting into Old School RuneScape was that I love watching Old School RuneScape on YouTube. And I remember a YouTube comment I had seen that was said, the only thing people who like RuneScape more than playing it is watching it. And that was immediately rung true. And that's why I wanted to make this too, is because I hope, people who like Old School RuneScape will watch it. Because I enjoy creating videos in general, but I do get disheartened if nobody watches. And that's one reason why I stopped streaming. My internet sucked. It was so bad, and so people wouldn't watch. And so I was like, okay, well, why am I even streaming then? I could just play games of my own, or just hang out with my fans. Like my girlfriend who would watch every stream. I could just hang out with her on my own and not go through a super laggy, buggy streaming interface. What does this guy sell? 15. So he doesn't buy feathers either, man. What does this guy buy? Do we have 5 attack? We almost do. I'm just going to get the other weapon. Okay, we are on the lookout for a range. Oh, there's one in the back of the store. I'm blind. Ah. No, there's not. Oh, maybe it's upstairs. Sure is. So yeah, if anybody knows anything like, oh, there's a rune spawn here or an item spawn here, that's greatly appreciated. That immediately leveled me up. I would like to rely on item spawns because, man, after a while, the game starts asking for outrageous smithing requirements to make gear. I mean, if we look at the smithing guide, steel, you're going to need up in the 30s to 40s just to make something. I don't want to do that. Now, we will get, with the Baronite area, I can't remember what it's called. Camdoza, I don't know. Anyways, down there, we're going to get fishing, prayer, cooking, mining, smithing, and then combat experience. So I'm hoping by the time we actually get the mace that we want, we're going to be decently high level in all those, especially mining. We'll be pretty high level mining. I don't know what the smithing and mining requirement is for it, but we should probably end in the 30s on smithing. Combat, we're going to be there a while, but there's also, 4 or 5 combat skills that I would want to do there. I probably won't do magic. There's 4 combat skills I'll be doing there. Cooking and prayer won't be too high, but fishing probably will. Can I, what is this? Can I get rid of this? Why is that tracker there? Yeah, I don't want that on. I need to tune Runelight some more. Stuff like that's annoying. Normally I play on, where is it? Normally I play on Resizable Classic. Let me see how that looks. I was worried that this would make it too hard to see what's going on unless I just make the thing as big as it normally would be. But if people say it's okay, it's okay. Until that happens though, I'm going to play on Fixed Classic, which is fine and I can get used to it. But there's our glorious iron mace. I actually don't know if I can even get in there to get it. I can't, it's right there. Take the iron mace. Get out of here. Free iron mace. Let me stop at the bank. Get rid of this. Oh, it's going to be annoying every time I have to do this. They wouldn't let me be Iron Man unless I got a pin, which was stupid. Free leather gloves. Leather gloves. Free leather gloves. I don't talk. I mean, I talk a lot at work, but I do have a problem with speaking. I don't think I speak as clearly as I need to be. Hopefully this will get me into the groove of speaking clearer. It's going to be really slow, not being able to run and not having agility to keep us rolling. Hopefully I'll get used to it. All right. Now that we have food and a better weapon, we can go ahead and start killing goblins again. I got to remember to zoom in a lot because I'm used to playing super zoomed out because I just don't really care about what I'm looking at, but viewers will obviously want to see what's going on. Ooh, a brass necklace. What does this do? I bet nothing. I bet we could sell it though. Oh, that guy got a bronze square shield and I can't steal it. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm noticing that we're hitting like next to never. I'm going to start on smithing. That way we can get some bronze armor and we can get rolling because it should give us some attack buffs. What's that guy wearing? What's that guy wearing? I also just remembered we could have got a free sword and shield from the attack tutor, but I just went on my way to get this mace, so I'm not going to worry about it. While the sped up footage of the mining and smithing plays, I want to talk about the first episode of this new series. I wildly overestimated how much would go into one episode with me talking the whole time, but the second episode should be a lot more progress because it's a lot more grinding. I mean, just the smithing alone was about an hour. And I compressed it down to like 2 or 3 minutes. So it's it should be a lot different. And I was able to get 2 sessions in. Right after I ended the first one, I think I took like a 10-minute break and got back into it. I was pretty excited to play. And I still am excited to play. I'm excited to edit it and get it up. But the main struggle that I'm going to do is definitely finding music to play. I have a hard time finding music to play while I do these videos. So if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. But yeah, I definitely need to do more research. I had no idea the Iron Man armor was there. I had no idea that copper armor was going to be a complete and total waste of time. I should have never even got the iron mace. I should have just used the tutor sword and tutor shield. Just little stuff like that. Stuff that I should have known, but I didn't for whatever reason. And, but I don't regret it. I had fun playing. I don't think it was a waste of time doing the smithing and mining. It was just maybe not the best use of my time. And I continue to waste time. That's just how it's going to be. I think in the second episode, I wasted a ton of time just in my second session. And the third, fourth, fifth, sixth session's probably going to be the same way. I mean, probably all the way up until me doing the Baronite mace, it's going to be not totally optimal, which is fine as long as I'm having fun. And as long as it's fun to watch. But yeah, it's going to finish the first episode. I appreciate anybody who watched or watched this far ahead. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the episode. I appreciate everybody who watched. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm excited to make OSRS content. And hopefully I can keep it rolling. Thank you.